Hey, what's going on, my fellow YouTubers, my content creators, and my lurkers? So I thought it'd be fun in this video to actually talk about myself and give you guys really the opportunity to say things about what you like in the channel, what you don't like in the channel, maybe a little bit of background of who you are and what makes you unique, or even some things that you might want to see as this channel develops. And so I say lurkers because it's kind of fun that when you're watching a lot of YouTube videos, I even do this myself too, where I'll watch a lot of content creators, but I don't actually comment or contribute to the community. So I figured it'd be fun for us to actually make a video on how we are unique, and I challenge you guys to list also 5 things about yourself in the comments below. So I'll start off first with 5 unique things about me, and hopefully you like what you see. All right, let's begin. And as a pro tip, if you're ever doing YouTube videos, remember to check how much space is on your SD card. So I actually, before I shot this video, I was thinking, when was the last time I deleted the space on this SD card? Because I have 64 gigs on this camera. And actually when I was going over topic number 3, the camera filled up. So here it is again, guys, take 2 of this video. So 5 unique things about me. So video games is my #1 form of entertainment. If I'm not trying to do anything productive, I will choose video games as that top thing to do. So I like video games over watching YouTube videos, watching TV, even hanging out with friends. And I'm totally an introvert on my own, so this is where video games plays a big role on my form of entertainment. And so a couple games that I do enjoy playing right now specifically is Heroes of the Storm and Battlefield 5. Both of those games are pretty entertaining, and they don't require too much thought process on when I really just want to chill. Now, back in the day though, in college, I used to actually play a lot of StarCraft 2. If you've played StarCraft 2 before or have heard of it, let me know in the comments below. Maybe we can do a match together. That would be kind of fun to have us connect in that way. I don't play as much StarCraft 2 anymore, but back in the day I used to play competitively, and I wasn't actually good enough to get paid, even though to me that would be just so awesome. But I remember spending many hours in college actually playing StarCraft. Actually, I do remember when I was in college, I had a roommate down the hall in the dorms, and we used to play StarCraft all the time. And this guy was pretty interesting, so he would actually laugh extremely loud while we were playing, because he liked to troll a lot in the game, and that would just make him crack up. And to me, I would just start laughing because he was so annoyingly loud that people would complain in the hall of how loud he was. And one time I remember we were playing actually at midnight, on a Wednesday night, and he was so loud that the RA came down to our room, banging on the door, asking us to keep it down. And I actually hid under the table so the RA wouldn't see me. So those were fun days. I actually have over 2,000 games logged in StarCraft 2, so it really just tells you how much I really liked it. I actually did play a game today too, but unfortunately I did lose. Just a little bit rusty, but it's always a fun game to play, and I always end up going back to it because back to the roots of strategy, real-time strategy games is something that I certainly enjoy. Interesting thing number 2, I don't actually binge watch TV shows. So I barely watch TV because that's not my #1 form of entertainment. But when I do watch TV shows, I like to savor it. And so what that means is that I actually take forever to finish a TV show. The only show that I've watched from start to end is Breaking Bad. And I watched the entire thing after all of it was released online. And even watching it when it was totally available for me to watch episode after episode, it still actually took me 2 years to finish. And so you might be saying, wow, either you don't like watching TV or you just take forever to finish TV shows. And I really do think it's a combination of both. I can't sit down for that long watching a TV show. And so you probably could come to logic that it actually takes me a long time to be up to date with pop culture, because I don't really pay that much attention to it. So when people ask me, have you seen this movie, or have you seen this TV show, or do you know this actor? I'm like, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Sometimes people get frustrated with that, but that's totally okay with me. Number 3, I used to want to be a fighter pilot as my dream job, especially when I was a kid. I still today have a really big fascination with aviation, so I like helicopters and I really like airplanes and how they function, how they can be used. And so maybe one day I'll actually get a private pilot's license and fly helicopters and little small airplanes, but that's something that I really do like. And I actually am really interested in remote control things, so I like helicopters, again, with airplanes. I actually don't really spend that much money on it right now. I'm actually trying to save my money for my goals and investments towards financial independence. And that's kind of where most of my time is being spent on. But I think when I financially become independent, I'll spend more money on remote control stuff. And you guys will probably see me make videos on that as well, because that hobby can actually get really expensive, and I know I would like to go all in once I focus my thought process on that type of thing and that hobby. But I've seen, at least on YouTube, different remote control airplanes like A-10s and KC-130s, like KC-135s, those really big airplanes that are remote controlled. So they cost thousands of dollars and they would be super cool to fly. You have them fly down on a runway, and man, I can't wait for that day when it actually happens. Number 4, my favorite color is green, and I was born on St. Patrick's Day. So every single year I get to celebrate St. Patrick's Day with all of my friends, and I wear green and I try not to be pinched. Number 5, last thing I have to share with you guys is my ideal vacation is actually going out and seeing nature. So again, I am totally an introvert, so I don't like to go to crowded areas. Actually, my worst spot I would not like to go to for a vacation is New York City. And I know I should probably go there at least one time in my life to experience that type of culture. But to me, being crowded with all those people is something I don't really enjoy. So to me, I like to have a good time where I'm out in nature, going on a hike with huge mountains and valleys, and just taking a fresh breath of air and enjoying the scenery around me. To me, that is very relaxing. And to top it off even more, to make the vacation even better, is that I really like to work out. So having a good place to work out, maybe at an Airbnb or at a gym nearby, would be perfect, and some really good coffee to go with that to make it even better. And I suppose having a good set of friends with me on that trip would just make it even more better, engaging in deep conversations with each other. So there you have it, guys. Those are my 5 unique things that I wanted to share with you guys on this channel to hopefully help you guys understand me better. If you have any comments, which I encourage you guys to comment at least 5 things on this channel to see what you guys have to say as we get this channel growing even more into the year 2020. Thank you guys so much for watching Growth Mindset channel, and I hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye.